Good morning. It's time for a What's New video. Peter's behind the camera. Say hey, Peter.
Hi, everybody.
And we are filming. It's Monday in our store, but you're going to see this on Friday. It takes that long for him to edit and put all the stuff in and get it ready to go. So we film these on Monday morning, and you get to watch them on Friday mornings. We used to do them on Thursdays, but more of you watch on Friday. Peter does the analytics, and when we post them on Friday, we get more views. So we decided to start doing them on Friday. And our newsletter that's delivered by email used to come out on Saturdays. Sometimes it's coming on Mondays. Sometimes it's coming on Saturdays. That just has to do with the fact that I'm too busy. There's no profound marketing ploy behind that. It's just called Gabby can't get it all done. Okay, so we're in our machines department, which when you walk in our front door, it's immediately to the left. And there's so much stuff back here. I was just sitting here and I'm like, did that machine always be in there? Well, they just moved a machine, so you have to come see what they've done. But they're always rearranging up here and keeping this fresh for you guys to see. Honestly, because our machines rotate through, we do take trade-ins, and so we've got trade-in machines if you're looking for a value, gently loved machines. Most of our machines come back in. We have sold them to people, and because we have a policy where if they buy within, it's either 6 months. Okay, I started to say 3 months, but it's within 6 months, they can come back in and trade in that machine if it's still in good condition towards a new machine as long as they upgrade. And as long as the one you buy costs more, then we give you your money back. So you got 6 months to kind of like test run, and you're like, oh, not enough machine for me. I need more buttons and whistles and stitches and things. We can hook you up with that. So that means we have a nice turnover of very gently used machines that are available for you to purchase. So that's cool. So anyway, we're going to feature a machine every week. This week we're going to talk about this one. This is a Quilts of Valor machine, and I love this little machine. She's a 3160 is the model number from Janome. Now the 60 tells me it has 60 stitches. So one of the coding ways that you can tell with Janome machines how many stitches they have is usually the last two digit tells you how many stitches. So there's 60 stitches on this particular machine. It has a nice little, it has power. So you have a screen right here that lets you scroll through the different stitches. So I use this button here to determine which thing I want to change, and if I want to change my stitches, I can just go 1 2 3 4, or I can go the other way and go through the bigger numbers. So there's my stitches. Then the next line here, that tells me the stitch width. This tells me the stitch length. So it's very simple to use. It does lock out on some of these stitches because some of the decorative stitches that are available, you can't stitch real close or real far apart. This has a 7mm foot, so that's kind of standard, and a top load bobbin, which I love my top load bobbins. I had an oscillator for years, and that's where the bobbin loads from the front, and I love the top load. It's jam proof. It really is jam proof. You can't mess it up. So it makes it really nice. The other thing this one comes with, because this is for the Quilts of Valor Foundation. Oh yeah, it comes. I see. It's in red, white, and blue. It comes with this extension table, which is really nice.
That's nice.
Isn't that great? So you can pull that off.
Those are expensive.
They are. This is a great add-on with this machine, as well as the quilting attachment set. So you've got your walking foot, you've got your open toe foot, you've got a 1/4 inch foot, you've got a fabric guide, and you've also got a hopping foot that comes with this. This is about a good $100, probably more if you bought those separately, kit that comes with the machine. So your price point on this, the full retail price is about $1,000. That's the MSRP. We make a package deal of this, and we sell it for less than that. So much less that I can't even tell you how much.
We can't even tell you how much.
If I tell you, I gotta kill you. But we do make a really good deal on this machine. So the list price on it is like $999. But we come in considerably less than that. So if you're interested in it, you need to come in and have a demo. We don't ship these machines. We really encourage you, if you're interested in this machine, find a local Janome dealer to work with. I know this video goes all over, and
all over the world.
All over the world, and we don't ship. machines all over the world. We ship merchandise, but machines get a little messy. So, and the other part is when you buy a machine, you're buying the dealer. So if I bought this machine and was in a whole nother state, I wouldn't have the added services that we offer. You get a free class to learn to use the machine. You get a free service and cleaning within the first year on this machine. And we're here. We're here to help you when you know you've got that problem, and you can drop it off. We can take a look at it, or you can pop in and say, "Hey, my machine's doing this, that, or the other. Will you help me?" That's invaluable for you as a sewist to have those resources. So, as much as I would love to ship them all over the world, unfortunately, we make a choice as a dealer not to do that, but rather encourage you to go to your local dealer, find out what their price point is and what they offer as far as services and things to help you get into this machine. So buy local, please buy local, especially when you're buying something that's this much money, because you want the support that dealership can give you. So this is a Quilts of Valor Foundation machine. 3160 QOV is the model number. It's made by the Janome Company. We love Janome. They're a great company. Lots of wonderful features with this machine. And it's red, white, and blue. How fun is that? I mean, you know. I remember when I bought my first car, I was like, when we went to buy, my dad said, "Well, what is important to you about this car?" Now, my father, being the practical engineer, was thinking, you know, the transmission and all those kind of things. And
Mileage per gallon.
Those kind of important details.
Man.
You know, I was 16 or 17 at the time, 17 probably. Yeah, 17. And I was like, I don't care anything about the car. I just don't want a red car. So you know what I ended up with? A red car.
Did you really?
Yeah, we got to the dealership and the car that I had picked out that I knew I wanted, they only had like red. That was the only color they had it in, was red. And I'm like, seriously? So I ended up with a red car, but it's okay because I totaled it. Not on purpose, but I did total the car.
You told it because you didn't like the color.
No, not really, because I couldn't afford to do anything else. I mean, I was, in my own little apartment, all that stuff. But anyway, I digress. That's been a long time ago. That's been a long time ago. 45 years. Okay. That's the machine. If you want it, this is a great one. Go to your local dealer. If they don't have it, there's similar models that it will say 3160, but it may not have the QOV after it. Quilts of Valor is just, they sponsored this machine, so that's the issue there. But it's a great little machine, and especially if it comes with this table and that. Wow, that's a chunk of change right there. So
I see a bobbin threader up there.
Yeah,
not bobbin threader, bobbin winder.
Bobbin winders built in.
Those are heavenly.
Yep, that's a nice bobbin winder. It's got the thread cutter, which I love the thread cutter. If you've not had a machine with a thread cutter, oh my goodness, you're gonna love
that. Has the thread cutter
at that price
for
point.
that.
Yep,
that's amazing.
It also has the stop-start button, which
Cappy loves her some start-stop.
I do. I don't use my foot pedal. I when I bought my new machine 16 years ago when the shop opened, I started working without my foot pedal, and it was such an adjustment. But once I got the hang of it, man, you'll never go back. You will never use a foot pedal again. It's just amazing how it works out.
Free arm.
Free arm, yep. So this
Table,
comes off and gives you
yeah.
the free arm, so you can have that.
Yeah, free arm.
Yeah, so it's a great machine. Price point for the value, bang for your buck. It's got a.
It looks like too. It's easy to take places. Like you can easily pop that in the back or front seat on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know what she weighs. A lot of times I know the weight on this one. She's
but I mean,
more
it's
than 12 pounds.
It's not like one of those really big ones.
No.
So if you're sewing with one of those really big ones and you want a very capable machine to go on retreats and classes, this would be a good one, huh?
And if I had another big machine, that's a good point. If I had a big machine that I liked, that was embroidery and had all the bells and whistles, top of the line, this would be perfect for going and traveling. Put it in your RV. It would fit. We've got nice little luggage carriers you can put it in. I've actually sent my sewing machine through through the baggage claim, and if you pack it well, you really won't have any trouble. I'm kind of shocked, especially this price point. I wouldn't hesitate one bit to send it through, and it comes out fine. I've taken it to Las Vegas. I've taken the machine to Mawa when I went for new dealer training. I mean, I've taken machines a lot of times, and they do fine. They just travel along great, So anyway, there you go. I think I made a mark on the table. Okay, so that was it for the machines things we're going to talk about. We're going to go over and look at some fabric. Here we are. Peter was drooling over this a little bit. He was.
That's an understatement.
He was commenting how, and this is stunningly beautiful. This is from the Moda Company, and it's Minnick and Simpson. So if you're familiar with Minnick and Simpson, it's Simpson, M-I-N-I-C-K, and ampersand Simpson. There are a couple of ladies, they are retiring. One has already retired, the other one, this is their final line. So if you are a fan of Minnick and Simpson, get it now. We do have a fat quarter bundle ready to go, which tells me somebody on staff has already ordered one. Man, that's lovely. Look at that. I love that plaid. That plaid in there, it's right here. That's really fun. Really, really fun. So again, the Quilts of Valor, we were just talking about Quilts of Valor. Wouldn't this be lovely in a Quilts of Valor quilt? I mean, ooh, and here's a great pattern right now. Liberty Bell, it's a 66 by 66 quilt. Perfect size for a Quilts of Valor quilt. And we actually have an arrangement with the Quilts of Valor people. We take in orphaned or abandoned quilts, and we sell those in the store, and the proceeds from those sales go to Quilts of Valor. So there are actually, I think, some of them on our website too that you can look at and purchase, and all the money from that, no money comes out of it for us. It all goes to Quilts of Valor. We just make a donation to them anytime one of those quilts sells. So if you're interested in supporting Quilts of Valor, or if you like to collect antique quilts, you might want to look at that because we've got some really pretty ones. So here's another one, Ellen's Sewing Basket. That would be just, they even list the fabrics to use in this particular line for making that quilt. So this is another one that's going to be dimensions. I'm not seeing.
Okay, so the finished size is 88 by 88.
Oh, so that's a big one.
That's a nice size.
That'd be nice on a bed.
That would fit me.
Yeah, that'd be a nice one on a bed.
Is that what do they call that star? Is there a name for that?
Ohio Star. It's like an Ohio Star.
Is that Texas Star, like where you do all the pieces?
Oh, that's...
Or am I thinking of something else?
I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking. Your brain's a scary place.
It looks like it's, if you look closely, it just looks like those.
I know what you're talking about.
Look like little diamonds, but you cut strips and I don't know, you sew them together and it makes like the.
And I can't think of what that. I think it is a Texas Star. I think you're right.
But I don't know if it is a Texas Star.
I don't know either. But I know that particular, the bigger star, is the Ohio Star.
Because I'm looking at see how it makes the circle with all the small pieces.
No, not Mariner's Compass. And we're going to have to look this up now. See, we ask ourselves these, or you guys can tell us, but it's the one where they slice it and then you put it back together and then it makes the point.
Look, this is tricky. See where they use the light color fabric on the star point?
Yes.
And so it makes it look like it's not there, but it's really there.
But it's really there.
I love that.
Oh, that is cool. That is very cool. So, fun patterns. These would be great for Quilts of Valor or just because you like them. I mean, you don't have to have Quilts of Valor. But look, okay, so it's kind of reds and then it's blues. And he's going to do the eye candy for you. So you can see how beautiful this is. We've already got a fat quarter bundle put together, so you can pick that out if you'd like. If you want to buy it, we can get you hooked up with that. Contact Deborah in orders, ORDERS, at alwaysinstitches1.com, and she can hook you up. She's good for that. That's a Deborah thing. But then the other part is buying the patterns. I wouldn't hesitate to get either one of these patterns and do a Quilts of Valor quilt. It'd be a lot of fun. We've also got mini charms, little mini charms. We've got the 5-inch charms. We have the layer cakes, and we have the jelly rolls. So we have full coverage in this. Anything you want, we can hook you up. You don't want to miss it. So that's the first one we're going to look at, Minnick and Simpson. Moda Company, Minnick and Simpson. Grand Haven is the name of that line. And if you've ever been to Grand Haven, Michigan, it's lovely. It is one of my favorite places to go. Okay, let's go. Let's just turn right around behind you there, Peter, and go to the next thing. All right, charm squares. I just showed you the Minnick and Simpson pre-cuts from the Moda Company. We've got a really fun collection here. These are these are charms, 5x5 charms. And they have our name on them. Look.
What? Why am I just now finding out about this?
They have our name on them.
How did I not know about this?
So when you get that charm pack home, you're like, oh, where did I buy that? There it says right there, Always in Stitches, right on the cover. And look here. It says always in stitches, tells you our hours, our time, gives you all the fabrics that are in this sweet little kit.
What?
So these are 5x5 charm squares. And why would we have these, Peter? Any idea?
Aren't you doing something with charms?
We are! Okay, so we have a program called Simply Charming. And it's so fun. If you buy a charm square, you can get this pattern for free. So each month we have a new pattern. We've been doing this. This is our 4th one, I think.
See, this is why I shop here.
Yeah, exactly. So buy a charm square, get a pattern for free. Now, we also, let's say you're like, oh, I've got a bazillion charm squares. I don't need more charm squares, but I want the pattern. Here's how you get it. You take the class. We have a $5, it's on a Wednesday afternoon and a Saturday morning. This will be offered Wednesday, I'll have to look at the dates, but he can plug them in October, and then the first Saturday in November is when we'll have this pattern available. So it's always the Wednesday and then the first Saturday of the following month for the month that it's in. And all you do is buy one of these charm squares, you get the pattern for free.
I want to buy one because it has our name on it.
Yeah, and I think that's fun too. Lots to pick from here. A real assortment, just very different colors and sizes. And
How fun is this?
Isn't that fun? It says us, and it has our hours, and it has all about us. So I think that's fun. When you buy our fat quarters, you also get a little insert that has our information. So.
Oh, and it's on the back of each one. It's got a preview of what the fabrics look like.
Exactly.
Now that's nice.
Isn't that nice? And then you're not going to have this get all fuzzy and messed up.
Yeah, you know what your color scheme's going to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see what my color scheme's going to be.
Now, there's a black and white. I love this black and white one. Oh, that's so blue.
This is a happy one with the blues.
This has got
and the
blues and
reds.
blacks and whites. Look how pretty
Oh,
that
that's
is.
a nice all cool tones.
Yeah.
Oh, as Maggie would call them, pool tones.
Pool tones. This one's fun too. This has got some fun geometrics in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So these are Benartex, and they're like a 5x5 pack. I would probably search Benartex 5x5. So you're looking pre-cuts, Benartex, and these are all going to be in there, but they're all different. Like that one's Midnight Rhapsody.
Ooh, what's this one with all the
black and white
with all the
bright.
spots?
This is a batik one, I think. Yeah, these are pastel batiks.
Look at these pastels.
Isn't that lovely?
Paint palette, pastel. That's fun.
Isn't that fun? So yeah, any one of these you buy, you get a free pattern.
Here's another one. Are these solids?
They're pastelish
they're
too.
blendy, yeah.
Oh, they're more pastelish. So little batiks, little Christmas, little geometrics.
Did I look at the Christmas one?
I don't know if you looked at that. Well, it's got trees on it.
I
It's
like
a
that. Look at
winterish.
that. Look at those winterberry colors.
Isn't that fun? These are just fun.
I think I'd do this one. If I'm going to get your free
Alpine
pattern,
Valley.
I'm doing Alpine Valley.
And then this one's called
That's me.
Delight.
That's me.
That one's
all
called
day.
Delight. The other thing, if you look at this quill, and in the class, I'm going to talk a little bit about color theory. So in the October class, and it'll be the first November, I'm going to teach a little bit about color theory and how the shadowing of this. So you see the darker colors are at the top, darkers here, it gets lighter. That's for shading and shadowing.
Oh, so that wasn't on accident?
Nope, that was intentional. I was purposeful about it. And then how I chose the colors and laid them out. And then when Jessica quilted it, she purposely left negative space unquilted so those areas kind of pop out away from the other areas. So there's no quilting here, there's no quilting here, none in the colors. The quilting's all just in the white background around the quilt. So it really creates a nice nice dimension in the way the fabrics move in the quilt. So very fun. So yeah, hope to see you for that. If you can't come into the class, at least buy Charm Pack. Even online this counts. So if you buy a Charm Pack online, you will get the free pattern that way too. Okay, Charm Square is Simply thing. Now let's go right over here because we got another big thing going on. This is fun. Okay, this. There's a poster. Here's the poster. I'm gonna take it down. I'll have to take it back up. So this fabric, look, there's our trouble.
I was trying to get in on the gossip.
Trying to get in on the gossip. What's the story?
We have lots of fabric.
The story is we have lots of
We have
fabric.
lots of fabric.
And what fabric are we getting rid of first? The fall and Halloween is how much?
It's already on sale. It's 20% off.
But October, it's going to be 25%.
All right, cool.
How about that?
Tomorrow is October.
Well, they'll see this on Friday.
Wow.
They'll already see it'll be 25% off.
October.
See, this is why I watch these videos, you guys.
And then Christmas, October 1st, goes on sale for 20%.
20% off.
So Christmas fabrics will be 20% off. So see, now you guys know.
Now we know.
Now they know.
we know.
Now you know. You're in the know. All right, here we go. This is 50 years of Moda. This is really, 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 really fun. They're running a contest, and all you have to do is come in and fill out the paperwork and make it happen. They have very specific rules about how it works, so you need to do that.
Does that say $2,500 I can win?
$2,500. Okay, so you can win $2,500. You can $1,000. Or here's what I want. I want third place. I don't want to win because I want one Moda Fat Quarter bundle a month for a year. So that's 12 Fat Quarter bundles from Moda. I want that. Keep your $2,500. I want fabric. I will work for fabric.
Hey, they should do like an honorable mention and do like a scrap bag a month.
A scrap bag a month, yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That would be fun.
So here's the deal with this fabric. You have to use all of it has to be Moda fabric, but of these you have to use 75% of it has to be these. So you're like, well, what? Okay, these are printed. This is so fun. This is printed on the board, like the fabric, and I can't open every
My
belt.
God, how many prints are on that one?
Well, so
fabric?
when you buy a half a yard, you get 4 prints.
Whoa.
Or if you even buy you get 4 prints on a bolt.
Oh, I love it.
So, and they're colored. So like this is
Oh,
pink.
dang.
Isn't that fun?
That's cool.
That is fun.
It's very fun. And what makes it really nice is it means that you get lots of choices without having to buy a bunch of fabric too.
Mm-hmm.
And, but the contest, you don't have to buy it for the contest, but I'm telling you, a bundle every month. Betty, are you in? Betty's thinking.
Oh, and if you guys want to see what each bolt looks like, just ask for Betty and she'll unfold every bolt.
I'll unfold every one for you.
She will.
With a smile. Yes, I will.
With a smile.
With a smile under your breath?
Yes, I will.
But anyway, they're
Oh,
here.
man.
They're fun. I'm not going to open every bolt. Let Betty do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, she would appreciate it. Because then I leave a mess. But they're kind of color printed. So this is going to be blacks, pinks, orange, greens, teals, reds, grays, teal, blues. I'm jonesing on this piece right
Oh,
here.
yeah, you like that style.
I love that stuff. Blacks, and then this is going to be kind of that turkey red. So anyway, there's an application form here. Take it, contest entry form, there it is. I would love to see somebody from our shop win this. Wouldn't that be
We
awesome?
have talented quilters.
We have amazingly talented quilters. But there are some rules. You have to have at least 75% of the quilt top must be made with this collection of fabric. And then the remaining of it has to be Moda fabric. So you could put in grunge, you could put in Bella Solids, you know, you could even use other Moda lines if you wanted to. It's obviously going to be a scrappy quilt, or at least you're going to like focus on one particular colorway. But anyway, details are here. I'm not going to go into all that, but oh, I hope we have a winner. I hope somebody plays along. It'd be too fun not to. Okay, Natural Essence. We're going right over here. I wonder if they put the rayons with the rayons, or if they put the... Let's go over here. Let's see what we got. We'll go look and see. Okay, so this is called Natural Essence. It's right here. And it came with rayons. So I'm not sure if they put the rayons here or elsewhere. But this is Natural Essence. Look how pretty this is. This really blends with Shell Rummel's fabric we showed you last week. I can see putting these together.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah,
It's actually
definitely.
on the same... Look at that. They're very similar. Now, we did get, and they're not here, so they must have put the rayons over there. We do have several of these prints in rayons, so you can make garments. I've kind of gotten interested in garments again. I have made something. Oh, look how beautiful that is. I've made something out of some fabric that we had to reorder. I told you about last week. Remember that I had fabric that we sold, like, I came in with my jacket today. I'm not going to show you yet because then you'll want it and we don't have the fabric. So stay tuned. We'll have it later, okay? But the jacket, Peter was like,
It's worth the price of admission.
It's really pretty. It's not because I made it, it's just the fabric made it great.
Well, and the pattern you chose too.
pattern
So
was a
like the
good
combo,
choice,
yeah.
So anyway, these are fun. Oh, look at this. I think the rayon's in one of these colors
God,
too.
that blue is beautiful.
Isn't that stunning?
This reminds me of the Claude Monet painting, but instead of having the greens, this is the blues. I love it.
I love this. I love this with the beige. That'd be really pretty with the beige, and I'm pretty sure this is in the
It'd be a beautiful
in the
dress.
rayon. Yeah, it would be pretty.
Especially that rayon.
We do have this in the tiles, so it's what they call their 10-inch squares or
Oh,
tiles.
I like the tiles. What do they call the fivers?
Chips,
Chips.
tiles, and chips. And
What do they call those?
They're calling these. Those are not these. Maybe they are. Nouveau. Different company. Okay, that's Nouveau.
Oh,
Different.
man.
So they have charms and they have chips and they have tiles.
Tiles and chips.
There you go, tiles and chips. And then we're gonna have to find the rayons. We're gonna have to figure out where they ended up. But I have a suspicion I know where they are. We'll go over there. But meanwhile, we're gonna go over here and see this one. This one's so cute. So this one is called, oh, now if you're looking for the one I just showed you, it's from the Figo company. It's called Natural Essence, okay? So if you're looking for that Figo Natural Essence, because I know you guys really are shopping from the video what we talk about. So if we don't tell you, just post a comment. Hey, I need to know what that's about. We'll
Just make a list and send your husband.
or send it to Deborah at orders@alwaysstitches1.com.
Oh yeah, email us to Deborah. That's a good
Email us,
idea.
Deborah. And here's the other thing. So many of you are watching our videos, and this is so funny. They call in and they say, I saw it on a video, and I really want blah, 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 blah. The problem is, we don't know which video.
And we don't know what year it was from.
And we don't know because there's over 400 videos. To Peter's credit, he is our Steven Spielberg, and he keeps editing and putting these videos up. But they don't go away. And so you might see a video from 3 or 4 years ago, and you're like, oh, it was on a video. And it's like, well, you're going to have to be a little more specific. So if you can be sure and say the title of the video or take a screenshot of the item in the video and send it to us, will help us a whole bunch find what you're looking for. So we help you, you help us, we'll make it happen. But if you're looking for this, you're going to go to the website and you're going to look under Northcott and you're going to look for Wild Harvest. This is so pretty. Now this, it has 3 different panels. This is a canvas weight.
Ooh, I love my canvases.
Canvas weight, and it's a bag, and it
It's
has
a
the
market bag.
It's a market bag, and it has the pattern for it. You could make it exactly as is. Perfect project for a beginner. You got a kid who wants to make something for grandma for Christmas, totally would jump all over this. I mean, this is on point, perfect. Okay, so there's that, and we have other little pieces to go with this. There are, what do they call them? Let's see what they call them. Oh, they call them tiles too. So it's Northcott. This is by Deborah Edwards, by the way. If you're like wanting to know who the designer is, Deborah Edwards did this. I'm going to bet you she's a watercolor artist because these look so well drawn. But
very realistic.
Yeah. Northcott Wild Harvest by Deborah Edwards. These are the tiles which we have. I don't see the 5-inch, so we maybe didn't have those available. And then this. Okay, this is so fun.
Oh, it's the mitts.
It's the oven mitt and the apron, and I've heard a rumor that we may have this in a sample.
We have it in a sample.
Yeah, it's just
I
not
saw
processed. We're gonna have to get it and show it.
Julie brought it in.
Yeah.
This morning.
There it is. Look how fun that is.
It's the cutest thing.
What a great Christmas gift. If you have an embroidery machine, you could put their name on there. You know, that'd be really fun. Love to cook, hate to cook, whatever. Very, very fun. So there's that. That's one of the panels. This just came with it all. Now, I will tell you, the bolts are 8-yard bolts, which means they're going to sell fast. But with all these panels, we decided not to get the 10-yard bolts. We got smaller bolts. And then here's just a little bit. These will do your placemats. These would do a pillow. They could be, oh gosh, tons of things.
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah, that's fun. Buy several of them, make placemats to go with your apron and your oven mitts. And you could do a table
You can
runner.
do personalized embroidery in the center.
You could do personalized embroidery in the center. And the other thing I would do, okay, here's your Christmas
What would you do?
gift.
What are you going to do?
Make the placemats, make the little apron, make the oven mitts, make the bag, put them all in the bag, and give that to somebody for Christmas.
I love it.
Or just for a friend, just for a fall, I love you, you're my friend gift.
or I love me and I'm going to do it for myself.
Good point. Good point. Good point. So these are lovely. I just have to open it up because you just can't see how pretty it is on the side. Look how pretty that is. And I love, they're not directional, so that means you have the option of using it either way. But like he said, they're so well drawn. She's got to be a painter. That just says fall. I can smell it. Okay, we got touch
I
vision.
can taste those shrooms.
Oh, see? Well, there's morel mushrooms right there. Those are a big deal around here. But I can smell fall leaves. That just really smells good to me. But this has it has a black background too. It comes with some pretty floral prints. Here's a nice white background with some greens and ferns. So lovely, lovely one. Oh, look at this one. This looks like those mushrooms that grow on the sides of trees.
Yeah.
See that? That's really fun. So it's got a well-balanced option of dark, medium, light, large, medium, small. She did a really nice job of creating these really in a lovely way for you. So don't hesitate to look that one up. Northcott, what did I call it? Wild Harvest. Deborah Edwards created that one. Okay? And I misplaced my clipboard again.
It's over there.
Okay, thanks. There it is. Okay. All right, so we've seen that one. And Natural Essence, Wild Harvest. Now, let's go talk about, I talked about Christmas and fall. You got that little memo. Let's go talk about some classes that are being added. Let's go over there. Okay.
I'm right behind you.
Right behind me? Filming or just watching?
Filming.
Okay, filming. I should be saying something.
I'm giving him the tour.
Giving him the tour, the nickel tour. Shoot, this more than a nickel. Hey.
I think it's up to silver dollar tour.
I think it's up to silver dollar. Okay, so I want to talk about this class that Kathy is doing. Kathy's doing a drawstring bag class, and she's offering it in October during the time that our fall break is going on for our kids. So she's marketing it as a mommy and me or a grandma and me class. You can bring in, if you want, you could bring in your own sewing machine, although we have sewing machines you can use. And you're going to make this drawstring bag. What I love about this pattern, I taught this in my Cappy's a Bag series a couple years ago, so there's probably a tutorial on the website for this. But what I love about it is this bag comes in 4 different sizes. So there's like the big one and there's one of the littler ones. You can do them any size you want. And she's going to teach you how to make this in that class with her mommy and me. So please consider signing up for that. She's offering October, and then I think again in December, trying to get those fall break things and winter break kids connected. And then the other thing I have to talk to you about, Missy Carpenter is coming, and we have this beautiful array, the English paper piecing class to make all these incredible little pin cushions that are just absolutely gorgeous. Those pin cushion classes, there's only 2 or 3 spots left. I mean, it's just about sold out if you want to make the pin cushions. The wool, which is this or this one, you can choose your colorway. Or actually, you could buy both kits if you really wanted to and just make one in class and then take the other one home. But there's a wool class as well. That's in the afternoon on Friday. The English paper piecing is all day Saturday. And then this one, this is kind of a come out, that's not the word I want to say, a mixture of the 2 classes. So
Mixed
in the
martial
morning,
arts.
Yeah, exactly. It is kind of martial arts because this is punch needle. So it's kind of, but you're going to do, it's aerobic. Yeah, you're going to do the punch needle part in the morning class. And in the afternoon, you can do the wool applique around the outside.
That's the one I want to do. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to do that one.
Yeah, and it'd be an all-day thing.
How fun.
So you can take the punch needle in the morning and be done, or take the punch needle and do the outside border, or say, I don't want to do that outside border or the punch needle, I just want to do wool applique. So you can do these 2, or one or the other. And then on Saturday, you can do English paper piecing. So these are going to close because we have to prepare the kits. And I would say if you're watching this video and you're thinking, I need to come to these classes, you better sign up now because we're getting close to where we're going to have to close them because we've got to have kits ready. And I don't want to be doing that at the last minute. So please. She also, if you like, I don't want to do any of that stuff, I just want to come see, she's offering a trunk show from 11:30 to 12:30, I think.
That's worth coming to. I've
Yeah.
seen her stuff online. It's amazing. You saw her stuff in person.
I did, and
when you went to that retreat.
I did, and I took a class from her, and she's an incredible teacher. If you've got any interest at all, we're actually flying her in for this to teach. So she's an excellent teacher. I think you'll really love working with Missy. So if you've not signed up, if you've thought about it, you're like, oh, I had to wait and see what my schedule is like. These are amazing classes from a national educator. She's been all over the United States teaching, and most recently was at the Boston Prairie Applique event, and I'm probably not saying that right, but she's
Wow.
very well known as an educator. So don't hesitate to stop in and sign up for these classes. Do it online. It's a 2-day thing. You could actually take both days and just come and spend a couple, 3 days with us. Book a flight, come on in. We'd love to have you. A lot of people have commented, I just need to fly in and see you guys. Yes, you do. We want to meet you. We want to see you. Okay.
Why aren't you here?
Why aren't you here? Come see us as quick as you can. All right. The one other thing I want to talk about is over here, the best press and flatter. Let's talk about starch. All right, I am about midway back in the store at what I'm going to call the laundry center. And it's not too far from our laundry room for a good reason. So when you're working with fibers, you need specialty cleansing and care, especially if you're going to be crafting with those fibers, different than what you would if you're just washing your clothes. So we've got several options for you. This is called soak. This is lovely for delicate things or for yarn if you're blocking something to make it happen. So this is just...
What does that one taste like?
I don't know. This one's called Celebration, but they all smell different. They're all Celebration. They're all different. This one's lacy, pineapple, scentless, which if you don't want to scent. But these make your projects when you have to block your yarn. That's called yuzu. That's Ladine's favorite. That's why they're the big one. They really are nice because it gives a nice fragrance, but it's not harmful to your products. The other part of quilting, and there's glue here, there's fabric tack, there's stop fray, there's E6000 in tubes because you use that sometimes, tacky glue. Retro Clean, I love Retro Clean. If I've got an antique quilt and want to clean it up, this is what Retro Clean does right here. We've got a sample of, this was some old dingy lace, and this is the same lace washed with Retro Clean. Look how much whiter it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes the... Now, you may want that vintage look. That may be making you happy, but if I want it lighter, I can, And it will get stains out too, like rust stains and stuff like that, so it's a good thing to have around. But the main thing I want to talk to you about is this Best Press. So, we've sold Best Press for years. I love Best Press, but we also sell what's called Flatter. And Flatter is made by the people who make that soak. It's a little different color. In the bottle that it comes in, it makes a finer mist. It's more of an atomizer than it is. The Best Press has a tendency to clump a little bit when you spray it out. So my solution for that is to put it in one of these bottles. This is an atomizer bottle, and it makes it a mist instead of clumpy. So if you've had Best Press, you're like, oh yeah, but it makes clumps on my fabric, put it in an atomizer instead. And then the other thing is when you buy this size Best Press from us and you bring it back, we'll refill it for $1 off what our current price is. So you can get refills, reuse your bottle, not waste plastics, and help us, protect the environment. So we get that question often. What's the difference between Flatter and Best Press? Not a whole lot. They both smell the same. I think they both function the same as far as their finishing. But I do take issue with the way this spray works. Is a little more clumpy, where this one's a little finer mist. But I can solve that by putting it in an atomizer. So, and they both come in all kinds of different flavors and smells, and they also come scentless if you don't want the smell. But as you're piecing your quilts, as you're preparing your quilts and getting them ready for them to be finished by the long arm person or by you, starching really matters, and it's what keeps your points nice and crisp. I also use magic sizing. I know a lot of people are sold out for that. It's 99 cents for a can at Walmart when you can find it. And I use that too. That's like the final spray. I use flatter or best press as I'm piecing, but when I get the quilt completely done, I get that magic sizing me in, and I'm going to make it like a piece of cardboard. I want it really firm for the final. It's done and we're ready to go. So that's my process. Starching discussions can divide quilt guilds. If you get into that discussion, be prepared for a hot and heavy conversation. I've seen it get a little nasty. Okay, Peter, we have been commissioned to show samples. So the last video you showed 2.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to stretch this out through Christmas.
But 1,000 if you do 2
I
every
got to
video.
stretch it out through Christmas.
All right.
I can't do it all at once.
I agree.
It's like when you go out on a first date. You can't
You got to stretch it
Yeah,
out.
you got to stretch it out.
Okay, all right. I hear you.
Tease them.
Tease them a little bit.
You got to tease them and please them.
Well, he's going to show you some samples. Like we told you last time, when you see it, if you love it, be sure and tell us the number off of the sample. That helps us locate it for you. And then again, if you're watching the video and you want something, please tell us the video number. This one's number 129.
Is it?
Yes.
How do you know that?
Because I looked. I'm not good at keeping track, but I think this one's number 129. So, yeah, it's crazy. So that's it for this week. I hope you're having a really happy stitchy day wherever you are. We're having fun in here. Come see us. Peter, it's time to say bye-bye from me.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Watch some quilts.
That one is 846. It's called Back to School, and we have a kit for it. This was called Denim and Daisies, and it is a kit also, and it is number 833.